and this is Encyclopedia Horrifica. It's a collection of all the weird stuff throughout history, all the strange, scary parts that doesn't really make sense with what we know to be true nowadays. For instance, like werewolves. We all know that werewolves aren't real, right? They're from movies. They're from legend, like Little Red Riding Hood had a big old wolf that could talk and walk around and wear clothes. That's not real. Wolves can't do that. Wolves are, well, they're big fluffy dogs in the woods that might eat you. And that's scary, but that's it. But this book tells me that the number of werewolf sightings reported in France between 1520 and 1630 was 30,000. There were 30,000 werewolf sightings in France in that 110-year period. Why? What were they seeing? Werewolves aren't real. We know this. But if we go through, there's one specific werewolf case that it mentions. We're going to read into that. So, once upon a time, Gevaudan was a district in southern France best known for its delicious cheeses. By the summer of 1764, it was best known for its delicious villagers, if you were the so-called Beast of Gevaudan, that is. The beast, an enormous wolf-like predator, is as much a mystery today as it was in the 1700s. The first victim on record was 14-year-old Jean Boulet. How old are y'all? 14-year-old Jean Boulet. Around June 30th, 1764, Miss Boulet was herding sheep in a lush meadow. Some twigs snapped in the distance. "Who's there?" she reportedly asked. Alas, the beast was there. Over 130 pounds of lean muscle, sharp teeth, putrid-smelling fur. Strangely, it went after Jean and ignored the sheep. According to an old text by investigator Abbe Porcher, the Beast of Gevaudan was unlike a wolf in other ways too. It was reddish-brown with a black stripe running down its back. It could pounce 30 feet, and some witnesses even saw it walking upright using its hind legs. By now, you might be wondering if the Beast of Gevaudan was a real-life loup-garou, which is how the French say werewolf. Many townsfolk certainly thought so. Several victims later, the King of France dispatched some of his finest hunters. The King of France! Like, this isn't just some village eating some bad bread and all hallucinating about a giant wolf. The king responded. Of all of France, heard about a werewolf eating people, and he said, I have to do this. I have to fix this because I'm the king. So the King of France dispatched some of his finest hunters, and the Beast of Gevaudan was confirmed dead in October 1764. They confirmed him dead. That means they had the body of this giant wolf monster, and they confirmed that he was dead in 1764. Of course, it was also confirmed dead in April of 1765. And once again in September of 1765. Did it keep coming back to life? Probably not. Most historians think there were actually several creatures. Several of these werewolves running around. Either way, the Beast of Gevaudan finally met its match on June 19th, 1767. Gray-haired hunter Jean Chastel, these are French people, so it's spelled like Jean, but I think it's supposed to be pronounced Jean because it's French. Jean Chastel looked the creature in the eye as he calmly readied his musket. Suddenly, Chastel ended 3 years of terror with a single pull of his trigger. According to some reports, Chastel then stood with the creature at his feet and whispered, "Beast, thou wilt kill no more." The wise old woodsman was correct. Gevaudan never cried loup-garou again. Now, that's weird, right? And everyone just thought it was werewolves. Now, let's see what the current theory is. To find some answers to the 200-year-old question, Encyclopedia Horrifica caught up with Professor Rolf Peterson, a leading wolf expert, in the woods of Isle Royale, Michigan. It's not common for wolves to attack humans, explains Professor Peterson. When it comes to ordinary wolves, humans' biggest mistake is probably an unreasonable fear of the animal. Of course, Gevaudan was attacked by no ordinary wolf. So Professor Peterson shares his thoughts on popular theories. One theory says it was a rare prehistoric animal that somehow survived extinction. He says that's very doubtful. Some say it was a hyena, way out of their range because they live in Africa. It was a hybrid, part wolf, part dog. Certainly possible. It was a good wolf gone bad due to a disease called rabies. Also very possible. But here's my problem with that. Why do these reports, like look, here's the size of it, roughly 6 feet long from snout to tail. Some said the Beast of Gevaudan was as big as a cow. Does that sound like just one wolf gone bad by rabies? Rabies doesn't make you big. Rabies ain't steroids. I don't know what's going on. And that's why I like this book, because just weird stuff happens all the time.